You know, it's becoming so fashionable for our kids, teens, to be self-cutting and committing suicide and attempting suicide. It's like fashionable. It's like, when are you going to commit suicide also? Others, I'm serious. It's like, and some kids think they're going to do it and come back. It's like, no, you're just going to die. And then you come back, you know. It doesn't dawn on them, but this could be final. This is final. And so suicide has been given up there as a solution to our problem. And the problems are there. We're not undermining the problems. But it's a solution that we're really concerned about. And some of these solutions that you hear, and you if you interview people who have gone through depressive episodes and suicidal attempts, most of them will tell you that there was this voice that just kept telling me that I'm useless. Why am I living? You know, you can tell that this is a demonic invasion. And that is why it is important for our children to memorize scripture. So that I'm working with a child now. She's just amazing. We'd gone through this, and one day she's really telling her story. And we're trying to understand this world, you know, really. I mean, it's there. Memorizing scripture is amazing. Because when the devil whispers all these things, you can just memorize scripture. Say, the Lord loves me. God so loved the world. God so loved me that he gave his only begotten son. And when you do that, it silences those voices. Because here's the thing. You hear these voices that tell you how useless you are. And when you try to counteract these voices, you hear your father's voice that also says you're useless. And you hear your mother's voice that says, I don't know why I gave birth to you. Then you hear your Pathfinder director's voice. You are a disobedient child. Then you hear, you are surrounded by voices that are in sync with the voice that wants to destroy you. But God's voice alone can silence all those voices. I promise you, can silence all those voices. So we have to memorize scripture. We have to read. And so that when such times come, even singing, you know, the song just comes and you sing that song, especially a scripture song and your songs that are rich in the Bible message. It really it makes a big difference. Moving away coming out of that pit, it's difficult. It is a war. It is a war, which means that you may not be aware how far your child has gone until you start reversing that whole process, and then you discover she was gone.